Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Walt here from Down the Block Sports, and today I want to talk about the NBA. A coach who led its team to the Eastern Conference semifinals 3 consecutive seasons has been fired. What I want to talk about is who that coach is and what this means for that team moving forward. Again, I'm Alex Walt. This is Down the Block Sports. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Yes, according to multiple reports, the Philadelphia 76ers are parting ways with head coach Doc Rivers. This, of course, is not even a day after we saw reports in the news that James Harden was no longer going to play for Doc Rivers. You're the Philadelphia 76ers. You're in a position where you could potentially keep the star player over the coach that has struggled in certain key situations to take this team to the next level. The team is likely going to go with the star player route, and that's what they did. Now, there is no guarantee here that James Harden does return to the 76ers next year. He does have a player option on his contract for about $32.5 million due to the state of free agency and how much players are making in free agency. There's a chance that if he declines it, he can easily sign a deal to make more money. Now, yes, he can sign with the Philadelphia 76ers, but it looked like he wasn't going to pick up the option nor re-sign with the Sixers if Doc Rivers was still the head coach. So for the Philadelphia 76ers standpoint, you can look at this from many different angles. One, you have Joel Embiid, who is the MVP of the NBA. He's the most individually dominant player in basketball. He has never made it to a conference finals. He's had other star players on this team to help him try and take that next step. And unfortunately, it has not worked out for him. The Sixers have to find a way to get Joel Embiid to compete for a championship. I mean, it is ridiculous how someone that individually dominant, now, yes, injuries have played a part in it, but has not been able to take that next step. Two, Doc Rivers and James Harden don't have the most successful resume when it comes to key games, game sevens, playoff experience. What has Doc done since he won a championship in Boston? In the playoffs, not much. The Sixers have gone to three consecutive Eastern Conference semifinals and haven't been able to get over the hump. It's not like their team isn't talented. Tyrese Maxey is one of the better young guards in basketball. PJ Tucker's an playoff experienced wing. Tobias Harris is someone that can get you close to 18 points per game, defend multiple positions, space the floor for the Sixers. There's talent on this team. D'Anthony Melton coming off the bench. But they have not been able to take that next step under the leadership of Doc Rivers. Now, remember, in Game 5, we were talking about Doc potentially out-coaching Mazzulla after him struggling late in that game with the chance to win it at the end and in overtime. They didn't do it. It's amazing how 2 games, Game 6, Game 7, and probably their worst second half of the season has led to a complete flip in the story and Doc Rivers moving on. If I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, they had to make this move. They have to find a way to retain talent. If they lose James Harden, it's going to be even more difficult for Joel Embiid to try and compete for a championship. They don't have the assets to go after a Damian Lillard. They'd have cap space to go after, make moves in free agency. You'd see an increase from Tyrese Maxey, but does that make you much better? You want to keep a guy like James Harden around? The best chance of you doing that was by getting rid of the head coach. And to be honest with you, Monty Williams, Nick Nurse, Mike Budenholzer are all better coaches than Doc Rivers. You can get a better coach, keep talent, potentially improve your team, and take that next step in a tough Eastern Conference. It had to start by getting rid of Doc Rivers. And I think the 76ers made the right decision moving on from their head coach. What do you think of this move between the Sixers, Doc Rivers, moving on, finding a new coach? Feel free to give your thoughts in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more of my exclusive content. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. We will see you very soon.